G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Voxel Tycoon. Okay, episode 2. So I've got the game just running for a minute or two. We've made a little bit of money there, £137,000. So we're sitting on just below to 100,000 just before that episode. I've also tidied this up and the original line came across here, or the newer line. We've now gone ahead and changed that. And so, yeah, it's just a bit tidier now. Don't mind the gap between these two. I think that's pretty good. It's not a bad little pass through if we get multiple trains, which who knows. Okay, high demand 284. The price has gone down a little bit, so they're level 2 at the moment. We'll keep an eye on those guys. The required population is this. I will now see what the demand is at the other sites. So if we have a look here, demand here is now that's high at 316. So I wonder if we can keep this. Original plan was to go here and see demand here is very high, 452. So I think we're going to rock and roll with that. I think we're going to continue on with that. Now we did say if we were doing that, we would come out of here on this grade and follow along. Yeah, and we put the station somewhere up there, so that could be nice. Let's see if we can do that. We may not be able to, but let's just let them do their own thing. Grab a station and see if we put him here, would he be captured? Yeah, but the profit's better when he's closer, isn't it? Yeah, the profit is a lot better when he's closer, 100% profit, whereas up here, 70% profit, because he's outside. Interesting. What about if we that's a new thing, I hadn't seen that. 53% profit, look at that. It's quite a drop down. So if we spin him around here, this is where he needs to be, but I think we can actually put him here and get the train going out on this grade. If the train came down here, he would then need to we need to go up one grade. So that, I think that's going to be the case. Let's get him in. Let's get him right in there. But now we need a train turnaround as well. It's interesting, isn't it? It really is interesting, because we need the train to be able to turn. So what about if we put him right in there, in amongst it? We might have to put the turnaround going out a bit. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in here. 93 profit. He won't build there, will he? If we put him here, he's 98% profit. So that would work. 88% profit. No, we don't want that. Okay, we're going to put him right in. So if we go here, don't worry about the turnaround for the moment. Let's do that. And now we'll go ahead and do this. So he's going to be building. So we need to get these guys. He does have to get up a grade, I know that. In fact, there's no better time than now. So if he comes up here, that gets him up. Yeah, that's a nice way to get up as well too. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, and if he goes this way now, what are we doing? We're still going all right for the moolah. Okay, so if he does this, it's going to have to be sort of this to there, and that will work. Okay. Right, so he's got the infrastructure there. He doesn't have the ability to turn around, but I wonder if we just get him like this. Is it sort of... Yeah, I think it's just going to have to be the case, and then it's going to be up here, and then sort of like that. Okay, yep, there's a turnaround. Oh yeah, he's done it at the right grade as well, so that's interesting. It's auto-built. That's cost me a bit though, so that's interesting. But it's auto built them up to grade. It's put the extra bits on, which I like. I'm happy with that. But then he should have done it here. It's ridiculous that he dropped down. So I don't know what happened there. A little bit of game bugging out maybe. Okay, we now need to disband the train and set up his route again. So let's do something. Let's get out of this and let's go here. And we want him to be... we want him to go... does he have to go back to depot? He might. What about if we go... let's just... No, actually. We want to go... drop off. So collect there. And we want to go here. We want to go change that to remove. And then go... So it'll be add in. So it'll be an unload here. Yep. and then an unload here. Right, yep. And we need to just see how much he can do that, because we don't want him unloading everything at one. So we'll go all units. We want we want to unload this one and not this one. So we've got 5. So we'll go unload 3 there, and then we'll unload all the other units there. So we can say all units. So that should be good. Let's see. That's actually pretty good. We want to name this. It'll be iron ore to Bay St. Louis East. And it'll be, cancel that. So if we go, cancel please. And it'll be this. So he's a purple route now. So we'll see about that. Let's unpause the game. Actually, we're not paused. So let's see if he does that actually. So he may do that. He's got 8 of everything. Okay, let's have a look here. 87. He's got 38. So they're certainly making a bit of ore there. Let's see if he does his drop down. Because what he should do now is drop off 3 here at Bay St. Louis East, and then here at Bay City South he should rock and roll. So we'll see with his other 4, but let's have a look. Okay, train is coming down here. So far we've done nothing with trucks, and it's an interesting little way to play this game. It's not what I was expecting, but you certainly can make money with trains from the very start. And I find this more interesting with trains. Not saying we won't use trucks, we definitely will. So what's he got? Demand is high demand. And the other one, so that's at $260 a unit, or shall we call them sorties? I think we might call them sorties. Not sure that's the correct use of the term, but you know, a sortie works. Okay, so if this is the case and we're going with the sortie term, we're looking at 3 of these being dropped off, and that's it. So let's see if that's the case. He may not. He may drop the whole thing and do his new run on the next one, but it could all go tits up right now. So let's see if he drops here. So at the moment he's unloaded from the back, is it? Yeah, he's unloaded 3. It's interesting, he's unloaded 4, yeah, and he's got 3 left, which is the opposite of what we were doing. So that's interesting. So we got some money there. And let's see, but he is doing the new thing now, so that's pretty good. We just need him to be a longer train, and we'll see whether or not we can do that. Put some signals in, get a second train in, maybe. Interesting. Let's speed him up. Let him come through here. As he spins around. I was wondering if he'd go in that way or cut through this way. It's interesting. He comes here. Obviously, the quickest approach. And it's good. This really annoys me. That winds me up, that does. Okay, he drops the other 3. Yeah, he drops the other 3. So that's good. Okay, cool. So we got some money there. He has dropped off for those guys. I think what we'll do, though, is... because that will help to not keep it oversupplied. So if we have a look here, population 115. He is a very high growth speed. And his demands are 1M1. The supply rate is very high, and he's doing all right. 200 for 110 in the last 30 days. So our price is dropping because we dropped too much off. Now that should change now that we're dropping, 4 there and maybe 3 here. Game is saving. And let's see there. So we go 4 of 7 units. So let me just see if we can get him to drop. Let's just drop. So that's 4. Here we go. So 3. There we go. So 3 there, and then 4 at the other one. So that's train there. Demand. In fact, let's just give him 2 and see if that changes things. That might change things up for us. Okay. So now we have £93,000 to play with. So what are we going to do with our £93,000? Well, I think we need to look at getting a second train on this route. Just having a look here and see whether or not these guys, see, that would work. This grade here is the same as that, and he's got a demand for iron ore as well. So we could we could rock and roll here, couldn't we? Then we can look at putting signals in and things like that. What's that little? Okay, so let's see. Let's go station first. Set station in, and his demand is there. So what about if we did this? No. What about if we did? It's even better, but let's tuck him right in. Yeah, let's get him right like this, because that's 100% profit, and that would work. Okay. We may not have enough money for all this, but we'll see if we can do so. I think we will. Okay, so he's going to do this, and he's going to come all the way down here. I think he's staying there. Yep, that's one. That's pretty good. I love that. I love the way that all works. Now, if I do this, I can see this just lining up perfectly here. If he goes like that, yep. But then I can see this one going like, oh, I think we've got problems there. You can't jot off. I think if I do this, if I go terraform, and I buy a few pieces, and I put him in here, and here, and here, and here, I now might be able to do, in fact, let me put those two in. Then I should be able to go rail, and here, and now I'm hoping this is just going to be beautiful. This one is going to be lovely. Okay, and then these guys should just come straight in like that. Why is he not doing it? Whoa! Okay, well, we're stuck with that again now, aren't we? So let's see if we can get these guys to come in now. Okay, let's do a little pass through. We've run out of money there, so let's see. He doesn't want to do that. I don't know why. Okay. What about if we did? What about if we do this then? What about if we go like this? We go rail, and we go like this. Could do that. That would work. And then we can go bulldoze, and we can bulldoze that. Okay, that would work. It's ugly, but it would work. But we can then have a little cut over there, so that will work nicely. Let's see what the train's doing now. So the infrastructure is all set up, and we want them to. He's coming down here now, so he's dropped a bit off. £5,000 left. We can't really look at configuring some trains. So we could do two there. We could do two. We could do. We could drop off two here. Oh. So his price is not too bad, and he's got 160 out of 110 in the last 30 days. So his drop rate there is good. It's better. Let's have a look here. If he's getting, how's he going? 24 out of 80. He's not getting enough, but he might on this one. 27, 30 out of 80 in the last thingos. So he's doing pretty well getting up there. 64, 17,000 there. So that's not bad at all. Okay, cool. I wonder if we now reconfigure the train a bit. Yeah, what I might do is send him into depot. Let's go. Take it right to depot, please. And I'll have to go to the regular depot, which is there. And he's going to go to depot. Okay, let's just speed him up. Speed game up while he goes to depot. Interesting here how he just stops. Yeah. I thought depot would be, you know, drive straight there, but these despawn. So let's have a think about this. We want. I'm going to see how many. Let's see how much he can actually handle, and see if we can give him maybe a little bit more. Because I think what we could do is. If we got enough money there, is he going to go? There he goes. All right. Now, if we just pause the game for a sec. Remember last time I did not unpause and he wouldn't come out. There we go. All right. If we go to depot and we have a look at train, we can look at reconfiguring him. Yep. So let's reconfigure. So if I go here and I want to go here, reconfigure. Okay, now if we have a look, so he can 60. So can I buy one more? Could, yeah, I could go copy. Yep. So if we do very high demand gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And can we go 2 and 2 for the other guys? Oh, how about 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 and 2? 4, 2 and 2 could be good. Okay. Acceleration rate, I just don't know. So his maximum weight is 252 tons. Let's see. He might be getting a bit heavy. Apply changes for 12,000. We could do that. Okay, cool. So that's not too bad. And we can now release him and set up his thingo. Unpause the game. Remember that last time? Okay, we click on here, and then we want to go there. So he unloads here, and then he unloads the rest there. Now we want to, in fact, let's pause him just while we work this out. So we want him to pick up here and load full. Then we want to drop off 2. Then here we want to drop off. Actually, let's add the last one. So Bay City South, and then we want to go also unload at here. So we'll do that first. So if he picks up here, and then he goes to there. Cohasset South, alright. And here we want him to go, so 2 there, then we want him to go, all units, it's going to be, unpause the game, all units, so it's going to be, I think we should do this fresh. So let's go remove, 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 and remove. So the train is now going. So if we go here, we want to go full load here, and then we want to go unload here, then unload here, then unload here, yep, and then here it's going to be all units. We want to unload this car, and we just want to give him those two, to unload those 2, and here it's going to be unload 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do those. Yep. And here it's going to be, so what are these ones? They're these 2. So here it's going to be leave those 2. So we're just leaving those back 2. Okay, so back 2 or top 2. Then if we go, so top 2, middle 2, middle 4. Bottom 2. Okay, so they're all different, and we should be able to name it now. And it's iron ore run to everything. And let's see, with 8,000 pounds, that train's actually doing its thing now, so we'll see there. In fact, here it goes. Okay, so we don't know if that's going to do it now. It might. Business has decreased. Silverton now accepts less coal. All right. So, well, Silverton we never given any coal to. So, let's see what he does. Okay, he's loaded up 8. So he's loaded up. Now this one's still not connected. 83. So we've got no oversupply there. Do you want to put another mine in? We might take a loan. So he's doing his very first thing. He's doing it in the order that we want. He's going here first. He's going there next. Here, and then he's going to pop over to there. Okay, if we have a quick look here, the way the map looks, just while the train's doing that, we'll keep a little eye on it, but these are out in the sections because that was there, so we've got that. So we've got coal here, And then we've got down here, these are all the sections. So I suppose we just need to look at the coal supply and see whether or not we want to maybe run some trucks down to coal. We could coal it up. Yeah, I think we'll start to look at doing that. We just need to get some money coming in from this first kind of massive train run, and see how that goes. Let's see how much this whole run, if it works out, let's see what it gets us. I'm going to increase the speed here. And so let's see. So speed 1 is he pulls in our lovely new sidings there. And let's see which of these two he's going to empty. The demand here is green, very high. So he's emptying those last two, and then he should move on. £3,000. He should turn left here. Yep, and these should be the next 4 should be on the next one. So let's see him do this. The demand is decreased for iron ore in Cohassa. So this should be the 4 middle ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Now we'll see whether or not he completes his final one and drops there. So that'll do that, and then we can see whether or not that's going to be getting us a bit of money. £20,000 there to play with, and he should be going ahead and doing it. Now he's going to pass through. Let's see, pass through here. He should. He'll go either way there. No, he'll go that way. Yep. And he should pass through here and not reload. Straight pass through, but he wants to take this one now. Yeah, he passes through. He comes off there. And this is where we'll need to put our signals in. We'll need to increase that so we can wait there. There's a nice little waiting for the signalling and get our extra train in. But at the moment, we can't afford the rolling stock anyway, so it's not going to be a problem. We'll have a look at game notifications in just a sec as well. I wonder if the turnaround here is going to be interesting. So he'll drop those two. 7,000, and he does flip because we don't have the turnaround ready, and that's fine for the moment because I don't want to spend the money on that. Actually, yes, I do. Let's do that. So let's get the game going on speed 1. No, let's stay on speed 2 just while we do a few things. We are obviously needing to get the coal supply up. So let's just do this. Yep, and if he goes like this, let me do that. Yep. And then let me do, oh, that works. Yeah, okay, fine. That just works. £9,000 left. So we need these guys just to start making some money. Let's see where that train is. Yeah, he's dropped off. There's another £4,000 there. So he'll do that. Now it's interesting. If we had, this one section doesn't have any pass, so we'd have to wait for the train to do that. But I wonder if I put in, what we might do is look at some signalling. We might put some signals in here. This faces that way. Okay, so these ones face this way. So the signal here would be just wait until we've got a clear run. So that would be a nice place for signals. All right. And then I think what we'll do now is go here and we'll put in signals here, and it would be facing that way. No, hang on. These guys can have signals facing this way. Yeah. So it'll be there. No, because he's not going to do that, would he? No, he wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's not a pass, really. We'd have to build a bit more there. Ooh. Nope. We need to bulldoze. I need to know what the hotkey for bulldoze is at some point. Okay, that's bad. Yep. Well, what we should be able to do is go rails. Oh, I don't like the head scrolling. We must turn that one off. So making some money there, aren't they? Yeah. That works. That does work indeed. Okay, that's good. Now we should be able to put in signals. Train signals. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be like wait there before you got a clear run, and then this one's going to be It's going to be wait here, isn't it? Yeah, until you've got a clear run. But maybe it's going to also have to be you wait here. Yep. And then, just to be safe, we'll put one out here saying you wait there. So there's a pass. Okay, so we've got a few there. So when we do provision new train, at least we've got the signals in, so that would work. We're on speed 2, and train is doing that. We need to just work out our coal delivery. I wonder if we're draining this pit though. 58, 115. So they should be. Oh yeah, I forgot to select what he needs to be. So he's going to be iron ore, and he'll start accepting now as well. So they're filling up nicely. We can definitely start collecting. So we don't need to pull more out of the ground, but we do need to start collecting from that area. So that's interesting. Complicated little railway line there. Yeah, I think we should look at doing this as well. So if we can just do one thing here, it will be rails, and it's going to be you continue along. Yep. And then you go to there. That's perfect. And while you're there, you can get rid of yep. And to railing, we can go to signals. Now, same thing. We don't know how this is going to go, but what we're saying is don't you proceed until we know what's happening. And same with coming out of it. Don't go out of it until you know exactly what's going on. Okay, so that's pretty good. But coming into this, you just go for it. We just don't know. You'd have to come around that way, so it's interesting. Although these trains could come around this way, I suppose, couldn't they? So we could put a signal in here, and that would work. I think the back of the train might stick out there, though. Interesting. Where is the train, by the way? There it is. No, it's not. Oh, it's got to be down here. There's a signal there. So why is it? Oh, no, he's got the signal issue. Oh, no way he's done that. But I thought the signal would work, so he just... Oh, yeah. Ignore signals. Okay, cool. Let's just go ignore signals for the moment, but we'd have to... Oh. Why can't he find his way? Is there a problem with the signals here? Oh yeah, he needs to stay open. Okay. Right, let's leave you there. But let's see when he gets to the next one if he still can't do it. Okay. Alright. Oh man. We might need to wait for the signalling for the other trains to come. Oh, right, okay. So let's go bulldoze, and we'll get rid of the signals now. And we do get refunds for these, so that seems pretty good. Let's just take these off. He might be off and running again. Yep. So it's gone. This is trying to select the tracks, but we want just the signals, please. He went then. Isn't it interesting? Yeah, so he's reacting straight away to what we've got. There's a signal here, but he's fine. So he only wants one signal per area, and I think that's the issue. So I think now we just need... Yeah, I was over-signalling. Yeah, he just wants the right level of signalling, and he's fine. So he'll drop off those two there. Vehicle is lost. No, he's got problems with the signalling coming back as well. So we'll do that. You're gone. There he goes, he's off and running. Yeah, we're going to take all these out at the moment. I think that's everyone gone. Just these ones here. You're gone as well. And I think that's everything. Let's just see it. Hopefully train now is correct and can do so. Let's see here. So he's filling all those guys up. I love how quickly that fills up. 93, 94. And yeah, these guys, we don't want to pull them out any quicker. But I am tempted to see if we can get a few more on to this train. Okay, let's see if we can now do something. So we seem to be making a bit of money. And if I go here and have a look at the money situation, I can borrow 20. Current loan, maximum 820. I'm going to borrow 100,000 and we're going to look at putting in some trucks for coal. So what we'll do now is we'll just have to 205. Yeah, let's get some coal going in, because who needs coal? Who needs wood? But this guy needs coal here, and that's pretty close. So we'll just run some coal straight across, and that'll be lovely. I'm going to leave that episode there. I hope you enjoyed that. This has been Voxel Tycoon. It's episode 2 of Voxel Tycoon. Stitch Up playing that. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in my very next video of Voxel Tycoon. Cheers.